Then there's this case that's been playing itself out around the attorney Zuko Nonxuba. The allegations there that, he siphoned off hundreds of millions of rand. I think I saw one report talking about 350 million rand from the trusts established for some of his clients who had been litigating against the Department of Health in medical malpractice matters. Well, the Legal Practice Council will talk to us this morning. They are welcoming the decision of the Western Cape Division of the High Court to strike Mr Nonxuba off the role of practicing legal practitioners. So we'll touch on that in the next few minutes. Let me go to this story then that I did highlight earlier on. The Legal Practice Council welcoming the decision by the Western Cape Division of the High Court to strike the attorney Zuko Nonxuba off the roll. This follows several misconduct allegations against him. These include allegations that he misappropriated hundreds of millions of rand paid into his trust account that were due to his former clients after successfully litigating against the Department of Health in medical malpractice matters. Let me bring into the conversation Ignatius Briel, who is the Gauteng Director of the Legal Practice Council. Good morning to you, and thank you for your time. So you are welcoming the striking of the role of legal practitioners of Mr. Nonxuba, but just how much damage has his conduct done?
Good morning to the listeners. I think the damage is quite tremendous. If you look at the court order, the court indicates that the established deficit in the trust account is more than 200 million rands. What I can say is, due to the nature of his accounting records, we are still struggling to establish the exact deficit in the trust account.
So is it your expectation that then the figure could be higher than what is estimated at the moment, the over 200 million rand?
That is a very big possibility, yes.
What is the big lesson and big takeout from this? And to what extent do you believe it has dented the image of legal practitioners, particularly attorneys?
Look, the cases like this definitely has a massive impact on the image of practitioners. And we see it more and more where people come to us to lodge complaints, which we welcome actually for the public to be more aware. But unfortunately, the damage to the professional image is quite big.
What is the loophole that Mr. Nonxuba was able to exploit in the administering and running of a legal practice that carries out this kind of litigation and has a trust account? What is that loophole, and have you closed it?
I think there are two major issues that affected this situation. Firstly, the nature of the clients that he serviced. A lot of them are very, very poor and live in very rural areas. They do not necessarily have the means to properly monitor what's going on with their matters. And he was able to dupe them into believing that he's actually managing their affairs properly by paying them small monthly amounts. I know also for a fact that he's even threatened some of them that if they were to testify against him, he would stop making those monthly payments to them. So that is one of the issues that resulted in this. But definitely another big aspect is the fact that he's been able to obtain unqualified trust audits for all the years up until the point that we had actually brought the application for his suspension. And that is a very big concern to us. The auditor concerned have been reported to IRBA, and they are also investigating. But the LPC has to rely on the independent audits to verify that the trust accounts are managed properly.
Right, I've got to thank you for your time this morning. That's Ignatius Briel, who is the Gauteng Director of the Legal Practice Council. Let's check in with N. Musa now with the latest news headlines.